Hey Star Wars fans! Welcome to Nebula Nexus Star Wars, the channel where we dive deep into the galaxy far, far away. Today we're talking about some seriously cool, and maybe even underrated, facts about battle droids. You've seen them get blasted. You've heard them say, "Roger, Roger," but trust me, there's a lot more going on behind those glowing eyes. If you enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe for more Star Wars content every week, and drop a comment telling us your favorite type of droid in the galaxy. Let's get into it. Fact 1. Battle droids were designed to intimidate, not just to fight. When we think of battle droids, most of us picture them as clumsy, expendable soldiers, mass-produced and easily defeated. But their design served a deeper purpose. The Trade Federation didn't just want an army that could fight. They wanted one that could scare. The thin skeletal frames, the lifeless glowing eyes, the synchronized movements. These weren't accidents. They were deliberate features, engineered to project fear and control on the battlefield. To the undertrained militias or civilians they often faced, the sight of a seemingly endless wave of identical machines was enough to cause panic and surrender. And while their voices may sound comical to us now, in-universe, the psychological impact of facing a faceless, tireless army was anything but funny. Battle droids weren't just weapons. They were a message that resistance was futile. Fact 2. Early battle droids weren't fully independent. They were actually controlled by a central command system. During the early stages of the Clone Wars, most B-1 battle droids were wirelessly linked to massive control ships. These ships acted like giant Wi-Fi routers, coordinating thousands of droids at once. It made deploying armies fast and efficient, but it came with a huge weakness. Destroy the control ship, and every droid on the battlefield would just shut down instantly. That's exactly what happened in The Phantom Menace, when Anakin accidentally blew up the Trade Federation control ship above, Naboo. The entire droid army collapsed like puppets with their strings cut. Eventually, the Separatists upgraded their droids to be more autonomous. But by then, the damage to their reputation and tactical reliability had already been done. So while battle droids looked like independent soldiers early on, they were basically remote-controlled toys with blasters. Fact 3. Battle droids actually had personalities. Alright, so you might think all battle droids were just mindless clankers, but here's the twist. A bunch of them actually had personalities. Especially in the Clone Wars series, some droids were straight up hilarious. They'd panic, complain, even argue with each other, like one yelling, "Uh-oh!" right before getting shot. And yeah, that wasn't a bug in the system. That was the creators having fun with them. Originally, these droids were meant to be bland and obedient, but animators and writers started giving them quirks, making them kind of like comic relief, like the Star Wars version of office workers, who hate their job but still show up. It made them more memorable, and honestly kind of charming in a weird way. So next time you see a B-1 battle droid freaking out, just know, it wasn't poor programming. It was intentional chaos, and it's part of what makes them unforgettable in Star Wars lore. Fact 4. Battle droids were cheaper than clones, but way less effective. One of the biggest reasons the Separatists relied so heavily on battle droids was simple. They were cheap. Mass-produced in enormous factories across the galaxy, battle droids were fast and easy to build. No need for food, rest, or training. Just assemble, program, and deploy. But that low cost came with serious drawbacks. Battle droids were notorious for being clumsy, predictable, and lacking real combat instincts. They followed orders to the letter, even when it didn't make sense. In contrast, the Republic's clone troopers were bred for war, trained from birth and capable of adapting to almost any situation. So while the Separatists could flood the battlefield with thousands of droids, the clones often outsmarted them with strategy and teamwork. In the end, quantity couldn't outmatch quality, and the clones proved it time and time again. Fact 5. Battle droids could be reprogrammed and some even turned against the Separatists. Believe it or not, battle droids weren't always loyal to the Separatists. Since many operated on basic programming, some were hacked, reprogrammed, or even rescued after battles. There are stories in canon and legends of droids gaining independence, or being captured and reprogrammed by clones, rebels, or even civilians. In the Clone Wars animated series, there's even an episode where a group of repurposed droids, led by a quirky commander named Colonel Meeber Gascon, goes on a secret mission for the Republic. And in the Star Wars Rebels series, we meet a B-1 battle droid still, running on an old command protocol, and trying to finish the Clone Wars years after it ended. These moments show that under all that metal and bad aim, some battle droids had a little more personality, and occasionally a change of heart. And that wraps up our deep dive into some of the most interesting facts about battle droids. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps out the channel. And if you're new here, make sure to subscribe to Nebula Nexus Star Wars for more galactic lore, facts, and fan-fueled content every week. Did I miss any cool droid details? Or did you learn something new today? Drop it in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, may the Force be with you.